Hi all, this is Arvind Singh. I am the group CTO. I have 27 odd years of experience in technology world. I have been with diversified industries I started my career in software world, then I was in software services company, then retail, then gaming, then real estate. So I love changing industries because that pumps my adrenaline. Why I take those risks? Because the basics of technology doesn't change. The nuances of business do change. Okay, that's the mindset behind. About IBSFINtech, how it came in a discussion. We were evaluating. The vision from the leadership was we wanted to bring transparency. We wanted to build efficiency across operations. If you see a real estate industry, it's very complex. It's not straight. If a payment comes from customer, like a booking comes from customer, needs to be split into two accounts: one RERA account, one our real estate account. That way, we are working with multiple banks. Every project is financed by at least 3 to 5 banks. There would be many accounts. There would be 1,000 customers for a property. So you are getting payments from 1,000 customers from different modes of payment. It could be RTGS, it could be NFT, it could be credit card payment, it could be check. Many a times our teams were struggling to identify the unknown payments. We were getting so much payments, but every payment was not tagged to a customer. So tracking that also was taking time. That is customer part of it. But if you talk about the bank's part of also, for us, it's very important to understand the bank balance, the budget, forecast, because that helps in allocation of fund. So fund flow is critical. If you have 30 banks, and you are taking money from 10 banks probably for a project, then how much fund is flowing from those banks, how much has been paid, what interest we have been paid. That insight needs to come out of on the go. So we were struggling because it was all manual. People we had deployed 5 to 8 people to log into the banks, take those information, and collate that detail. So with you guys, your platform, when we evaluated, it gave us a promise that it can solve this problem statement. It can talk to multiple banks, different formats of statements, and it is capable to pass through those complicated statements and give us a view of what is happening with the cash flow. So that was the intent with which we started. I think there were a couple of banks which were already integrated with you guys. There were a couple of banks which you were not integrated. The integration aspects, I will from technology perspective, it's very important that any platform you choose, it should be easy to integrate. There should be multiple channels of integration. Few banks, you see, India is a very, I would say, a growing country. A couple of banks are still, the traditional banks. So every bank will not give you an API or a statement through API. It might give you a dump in Excel. It might give you somewhere at FTP. So those complications are there. So with these different complications, the platform needs to be agnostic to the format, agnostic to how the statement is coming, and then should be able to manage those statements. That was the one part. The integration was easy. Your platform was able to parse information and collate that information, give us a insight to it's a single pane of glass for multiple banks, multiple accounts in one dashboard. So that was the critical aspect from where we started this. So it went well. I think we have already integrated with 9-10 banks probably, and it is showing results with 5 people working for 5 days at least. Now it's just a click of a button. The other aspect to it is how engaged the teams are. Because everybody will call themselves partner, but it's still that vendor mentality is there. You sell the platform and you forget. So while I select a partner, I see that they are actually putting their skin into the game. It's not always about milestones and payments. It's about running the journey together. So I think the IBS team was very involved. In fact, many a times they were pushing us harder to get the information, to get things moving, and they were flagging the red flags whenever things were getting delayed or stuck with things. Usually I was not involved, not day-to-day operations, but whenever things were stuck, I was getting a push, to move things. So there I was enabling both the teams to get things moving. I think it was a example of best collaboration, best cohesion, working together towards a common goal. So I would always recommend IBS team because they have the thrust to to move to make it success.